news@nationaltelegraph.com. But I do send it to 4 members of the Billy Loeb gang, including the publisher of the Billy Loeb gang.
Or is it broken? Did I just...
I already put my bulletproof vest on because I knew something was going to happen after the speech. Grabbed me by the throat. I wasn't going to be beaten again because I was recovering from surgery. $14,000 worth of surgery and 4 fractures. Nobody was going to beat me again. I picked up my dad's 35 Remington deer rifle on way up from Washington, D.C. to New Hampshire. I had that in the back of the truck. I took it out of the back of the truck and put it right next to the future First Lady's legs. She was an absolute scoundrel. Read the book. And his progeny is Charlie Perkins, trying to do the same damn thing. I'm sorry, I used the D word, but I am a construction worker. Same thing as Billy Loeb tried to do. Determine and become the kingmaker. And Charlie Perkins has edited me out since day one because who's he backing? I think Newt Gingrich, for crying out loud, who's a 33-degree Mason. And 33-degree Masons, if you don't know, they take the oath in the 33-degree ceremony, ritual, to worship Satan. Newt Gingrich is history. But they've had him down there for what? Constitution Day or whatever. I, Robert Haynes. Robert Edward Haynes. Declare that I am domiciled in the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, at 509 Lake Avenue, also the site of Glory of the Lord Ministry. And I'm pastor of that ministry founded by my wife in the Washington, D.C. area in 1986. And I'm proud to say that. And I am the pastor, and you're all invited to church. I'm a humble man, but I humble myself before God and no other man. I bow down to Him, and I will not lick the boots of anyone with a camera. And not only that, I'm Channel 9. You can take that camera, you haven't covered me for 20 months, and all of you know I've been running here, Kevin Landrigan, you've seen me so many times, and you just walk away from me and think, oh yeah, Ames, you're not going to make it, and you're just one of those fringe candidates. I just know what you should put in if you dare put the word fringe candidate. I'm conservative Republican candidate, Robert Haynes, and make sure you get it straight. You got it? Not fringe candidate, Robert Haynes. 36 states, 4 runs for the presidency, and I funded all of them by myself, except for the pocket change I get for my signature, and so on and so forth, because I'm humbly world famous. And the good guy walks in, and Black Bart says, "Yeah, you're nothing but a 2-bit Marshal." And he takes a glass of whiskey and he throws it in his face. You know the classic thing. Well, rather than doing that in New Hampshire in the Northeast, they look at me and they say, "How are you, blanking fag?" And they got a beer under their belt and some women there and trying to impress it. "Yeah, you're a fag with that hat." One guy said that 8 times in front of Bernie and Phil's across the Verizon Wireless Winter within earshot of a policeman, and the policeman refused to arrest them for disorderly conduct. And he was saying it loud enough to me, "Haynes, you're a faggot, homosexual, da-da-da-da-da-da," 8 consecutive times. The guy had heard it. I went over to him and I said, "Would you arrest that guy for disorderly conduct?" He says, "No." But I was arrested 3 times unlawfully as soon as I got back from New York, because I took over lower Manhattan. NYPD is voting for me rather than Rui. And the people working on the World Trade Center site and Goldman Sachs in the financial district are also voting for me. Why? Because I'm an operating engineer. And I'm a national hero. I humbly say that, but I'm just quoting roll call. And Brian Bettis, the guy who arrested me on appearance of public intoxication charges. Bill, he's not going to be the first one to file. He's a little slow on the draw, isn't he? It's what? 9 o'clock, 0900 hours? I've been here since classified information. He asked me, and I wouldn't tell him. I was here okay enough to leave. Walk in at what? 0830 hours. I have to file my assent to candidacy, which, let's put it here, I'm going to be the first one to file. That guy's not going to squeeze in. Okay, here's
You need to fill this out.
I got some money. I mean, I can do the $1,000, but this guy's not going to go first. No way. I'm Bill. No way. I'm going to file the assent to candidacy right here. And I have the signatures. You're stepping on my Rory Calhoun
Well,
goat.
I can't.
I'm littering the state Secretary of State's office. We'll just take care of it and put it in the corners. I'm not charged for littering. Okay? So let's have it. Sent to candidacy.
This is a question.
He's going to read me the riot act here, folks. Go ahead.
Are you currently employed?
Only signed Robert Edward Haynes, which is going to...
They all come in at the same time.
Oh, yeah, let me read me the...
No primary petition as provided shall be accepted by the Secretary of State with whom they are to be filed unless there is attached thereto an assent to candidacy in the following form.
Right, no primary petitions. I'm not filing the primary
But you
petition.
can't file-
I'm filing the assent to
But
candidacy.
you cannot become a candidate on the primary ballot unless the people of this state who wish to have you on join in a petition for the printing on the presidential primary ballot of your name.
Show me where it says that in the RSA.
Right, 65548.
Okay, let's go to 65548. Okay, 65546. By the way, I can write you out a check for $1,000, but I'm just filing.
That's my favorite angle.
No. Let me have the paper here.
Do you
That's
have
my
the-
pit, that's
do you
mine.
have the
I
petitions
drove
or not?
1,300
Yes, I do.
miles to come up
Well, then
here
where are
for
they?
this.
They're right here.
Well, give them to me.
But they all don't have to be here today. There's no date requirement. That's what I was just showing you, Secretary Gardner. You may file it, but it doesn't say it has to be all filed on the first day. Okay? This is the first day of the filing period, but the filing period extends until November 2nd. So I'm going to file all the paperwork, and I'll give you all the ones that I have, and I'll give you the rest of them by November 2nd. Because it doesn't say, I'm an attorney. You may not be. But I sued all the members of the Supreme Court in New Hampshire for libel in the case State of New Hampshire versus Robert Haynes, including J. Stephen Thayer III, who wrote that opinion. It's on the internet, which is libel. I never pointed the rifle at Christian Bush, and Robert Oxley was not present at the time of the incident. I pointed it up in the air and put a round in there, and then I jammed the action, and he ran away like a scared rabbit and crawled under a car. And then his friend, Jeffrey Meyer, who lied in court, committed perjury, called the police, and then 3 other people came out and assaulted the dog and said, "Let's kill the fucking fag," is what they said.
Hey, watch your language, young man.
I'm quoting what a citizen in New Hampshire said. That's their language, I'm
I've
quoting.
never heard any talk like that in this office.
You want to step outside and do something about it?
Not at all.
Well, then you better mind your own business, okay? You're unlawfully interrupting in this conversation.
Robert, now listen to me.
Yeah, but you do have freedom of speech.
This is a serious
I'll grant you
form
that.
that you need to fill out.
Serious, yeah.
Yes, and there's some questions that you're gonna, you ought to think about
Yes, sir.
before you have this notarized.
Of course, because if not, then I am liable for
Take your
crime.
place over here or go out here, but this
And
is
let this guy go first. No way. I can do this in a heartbeat. You're not gonna let that guy get in here. You see, you're not for me for the presidency, and you're trying to use your authority to...
Listen, we have given you a considerable amount of time.
Yes, and I can fill this out very quickly. Those are mine. They're not yours, they have my writing on them. They're not yours yet. You've given them to
Claiming
me.
that they're mine.
Well, you're taking them away from me. You just took them away from me. 34K, $834 in my account. You own any real estate? Yes. 509 Lake Avenue.
Can we stop for a while?
509 Lake Avenue I own with my wife, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Finish him up. Finish him up.
Don't worry about it.
He's still trying to squeeze that guy in. Do you have any other
No,
assets?
don't worry about it.
Yeah, some cars. Cars, less than 1,000. They're all American, by the way, except the Mazda, which is made. My wife bought that without my knowledge.
Step 1, I came here in 1988. I made a speech on New Hampshire Public Television. They listed in the newspapers Motor Week. I put the speech up on YouTube in 3 parts. It's YouTube, www.youtube.com/poetprophet. What you will find in the speech I made in 1988 are these lines that are in this book. Right here. See, this is all hand lettered in double columns. This is 112 pages long. This I can recite from cover to cover. There isn't any other person in the world with a giant work of art that they could recite from cover to cover for all the world's peoples to listen to and be a part of all at once. That's why I wrote this book down. I'm waiting 40 years to share this with the American people. So here's the lines that are in the YouTube thing that you can look at from 1988.